Hello, welcome to my goddamn Justin.tv stream. Because that was the thing at one point in time, Justin.tv. I don't think this is the same. I'm almost certain it's not the same credentials I used back on Justin TV. I don't even know what it. I don't even know what it was. That might be an interesting experiment. You know, have a whole segment of what was the old Justin.tv login, and then try to figure it out, like I did with Crunchyroll. I eventually did find it. Having like legitimate websites that used to be kind of not. And trying to remember your credentials for it. So, yeah. Good morning, early morning streaming with Balatro. Hope everyone had a good yesterday. Tuesday, right? Was it Tuesday, right? Yeah, that's Tuesday. And hope you're having a good day today. We're back at the same thing we've been doing, which is just trying to get the one last Joker that the game is withholding from me, like affection from a neglectful parent, right? I desperately want it. I just want you to think I'm good at the game, Balatro. Just please give me Canio. And then we can decide what we're gonna do with the rest of our video game lives. I think that we'll probably still play, you know, a good bit of Balatro here and there, but part of me is really ready to branch out into other shit. Again, have a stack of games, like to the point where it's a problem, right? Certainly of Switch games, where storage is now an issue. It is no longer okay, certainly by my wife's standards, and they're not getting played. Because what little time I do have, I'll find myself, you know, playing in the morning and then not wanting to try to play something that takes forever and blah, 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 blah. You get the gist. So yeah, hopefully we'll accomplish this goal that I've set before me, and then ping pong around into other games, and then just check in on Balatro here and there, particularly as they have updates and shit. Not going anywhere, but it's maybe just not going to be a full-time thing. But I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's just a question of getting that one Joker. I did not have any chance to really do any sort of pre-streaming here, so we're just gonna hop into here blind and do the best we can. Ideally, I would love that polychrome. That will get us off to a good start. Again, we're not here for high scores. We're here just to get the goddamn Joker. But the extra blind the extra double tag is always welcome. So let's go ahead and we'll do this. Start off with a bang. It's not to say that we shouldn't try to get a good score, right? Those two things are not the same. Mostly because if you don't have like a sufficient, we'll just call it economy, even though it's not an economy. If you don't have that engine buildup, if you're not clearing the hands, then you're not going to be opening a pack of cards, so you're not going to see shit, right? So it does kind of become its own thing of like, they're just going to beat the hell out of us this morning, aren't they? Of at least getting the minimum amount of necessary strategy, right? Strategy build out, where like, hey, this isn't the world's greatest run, but we'll make it to like blind, we'll make it to like ante 12, 11, 10. And with that, we'll be able to put a bunch of back of cards, right? So we do have to get some Jokers. We do have to get, you know, something approaching strategy, a plan. So 2 polychrome Jokers to start are pretty awful for us. Delayed gratification, I have never once had been glad to see him. It doesn't make sense. I feel like it's up there with the bad Jokers. It's like the red card bad. $2 per discard if no discards are used. Okay. Maybe it's all right on a high card build, but if you're doing a high card build, is $6 really going to do you a lot of favors? right? I mean, I don't know. And then Juggler is okay, but we're also going to get Paintbrush here shortly, so that'll help us get additional cards. So I guess that is kind of welcome. We should still be able to get Paintbrush even after the window, right? So Paintbrush should still be there if memory serves. You think I played this enough to know, but I think Paintbrush should still be here. I don't think it flips over until after that, but we'll see. Yeah. Well, if it isn't, then I'd be apt just to sell delayed gratification right now and fucking buy Paintbrush. But these two, like, at least them being the 1.5 and a 1.5 will be nice. But neither one of those is actually what we were looking for. Yeah. Off we go. Additional cards are welcome. It makes digging for flushes without paying close attention all the better. Really? There we go. Skipping all kind of shit. Just trying to get there as fast as we can. Alright. Well, let's see what we're getting into. Yeah, Paintbrush is still there. Alright. Cool. Answers the question that I kind of had. Judgment for a random Joker. We'll absolutely take it. Credit card. The game has a sense of humor. Don't no one ever tell you that Balatro isn't sentient with AI, knowing what, like, won't help, and then intentionally giving it to you. So yeah, that's great. I mean, Vampire, nifty, but we don't have any enhanced cards. Bull, we have no money. So we'll take Vampire for the plus 50 chips. I'm literally picking them up for the plus 50 chips, and then hopefully we'll be able to make deal with that. I do like this game, though. It is just a bit of an asshole when you let it be, right? I mean, the 50 chips does help. I'm not trying to be ungrateful, right? It's welcome. We are happy to have it. We could probably just get by on this 2 pair with 50 chips and 1.5 and 1.5. I mean, yeah, it's 500. I love that we keep getting the spam chatters, right? That immediately disappear, and whatever they're trying to hustle is starred out. So it's fascinating to me. Like, it keeps happening. But, like, I don't know if it's just raw bots, right? And yeah, I don't know if it's just bots that are doing it, and then the bots don't realize that the URL they're trying to hustle has been, like, blacklisted. So it's just basically random bots shouting into the void, best viewers available on, and then trailing off into nothing. Temperance, as always, when it's in the store, it's basically always free money, right? So you can buy it and hold on to if we were going to get an additional Joker and then use it, right? I mean, Riff Raff, sell off, credit card, then use Temperance, Riff Raff, Temperance, sell credit card, and then take whatever random shit they give us is probably the way to do it. So start by buying Temperance, go negative, buy Riff Raff, use Temperance now, sell credit card, and then whatever Riff Raff generates for us we'll be happy with, because it can't be much worse than what we're getting into right now. Riff Raff gives us a under no the game is going out of its way to make sure that no matter what happens, they're not actually giving us either chips or plus malt or anything. It's just, they're going to make sure that we don't get anything. Love it. All right. Where the fuck were we? We'll throw out this bullshit 2-pair. It's worth, what, 400? Yeah. All right. We'll just creep on through. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe more than nothing. I mean, the X malts are nice, right? The X malts are nice. They are going to do a lot of heavy lifting for us. It's just with something like the delayed gratification, all it's really doing right now is giving us the 1.5, which isn't impressive, right? Like that's nothing. It's not doing anything otherwise. Juggler's at least doing some work for us. Sell egg, buy Diamond Joker, and finally start to feel something again in life. Possibly. All right, and if we're selling him, then there's no reason to hold on to Riff Raff. Right? If you don't have open slots, Riff Raff is pointless. So we'll just get rid of him. And yeah. Open an Arcana pack, see what we can't do here. Not a whole lot. Glass that we can feed to the vampire if and when we see it. Right? Death to make a second copy of the class card for the vampire if and when we see it. Steel. Right? Steel card is where it's at. Skip the blinds, free packs. Nope. Onward we go. Let's try to avoid using discards, I guess, to see if we can get some minimal value out of delayed gratification. Alright, we can just sort of 2-pair our way through with the diamonds. Gros Michel is a bad card, but Cavendish is a good card. So we'll buy the bad card to get the good card later on. Drunkard and Juggler, I do kind of like them in combination. If you get something, I don't like delayed gratification, but if you get something that's giving you benefits for having extra discards, like Banner, those work really well together because you can keep stacking like your discards, right? With like Wasteful and Recycling, whatever the top tier is. They do kind of play well together. That said, I don't know that I don't know that I want this right now because basically this is it, man. We're getting by on a wing and a prayer, so we'll stick with what we got right here and try it again. We'll try to just do 2-pair when possible to appease the delayed gratification. Throw out that 7 as well. We'll get a little bit of money, but eventually he's got to go, right? Like it's just that's not our long-term Joker for us. He's Mr. Right now. It's not Mr. Right. All right. Lovers can help a little. Again, use it to feed the vampire, but so far nothing has really come up for us to really give the vampire. High card, 2-pair. Let's try to push towards high card, if possible. First hand is drawn face down, aka just go ahead and use a discard to start. Why don't you? Because I'm not going to attempt to strategize through that, which again just makes delayed gratification worthless. You know, again and still. What else is new? 2-pair, a couple of them are diamonds, so Greedy Joker will be happy. Ding, 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 ding. There we go. That trick is officially over, though. We can't do a simple 2-pair anymore. Something has to change. Grabber, always buy Grabber. Grabber is the best. You won't be able to convince me otherwise. I mean, you're welcome to try. Nope. Nope, no repeat hand types this round. We won't be using any of our double tags, so we're just going to kind of hunker down here and hope for the best. Maybe get something we can feed to the vampire. The answer is yes. A steel card. If it comes up, we're just not seeing those cards to give to him in the first place. That's where playing high card also works out well, because then you can just start feeding those individual cards to the vampire. Much better before the debuff, right now that it's just 0.1 instead of a quarter. But it's still not bad. It's hard to really ramp him up. Certainly the way that, let's say, you know, the Steel Joker, right? Steel Joker, he gets ramped up at a higher rate, and you get to keep the Steel card, right? So it's like, hey, Vampire takes it away from you. I'm guessing they did it to just debuff Midas, right? I'm assuming just because you get like Midas, the Midas Mask and Pareidolia, and then you're off to the races, because every card you play is a face card, and every card is face card gets turned into a gold card, and then he eats the gold card. It just feeds in on itself. I feel like it was too much of a debuff. Like he's become minimally useful now, but we can still get some utility out of him, right? Like it's not awful. Speaking of it, to take this high card, right? Bit of a waste of a hand, but 3,000 on high card is not bad. We want Gross Michelle to break. We want it to go away. We'd like it to go away because that'll make it so Cavendish enters the arena, and Cavendish is a much better card than Gross Michelle. Magician, 2 lucky cards. Sure. That sounds nice. And while we're at it, if we can add in Tumultuous cards, may as well do that as well. High card, sure. So again, trending towards high card, but that's fine. Nothing wrong with high card. Throw out our pair. Getting a very small bump. A little bit extra cash. Celestial Pack. High card. Next round. Feed him to 2. So that's our high card for the round, right? We can't do that again. Now we'll do 2 pair. And if that's not good enough, we'll have to hunt for a flush. But it is. And that's where delayed gratification is really just not a very good card. Sometimes you have to use a discard. It's just not really an option to not. Keep on looking for things to feed to the vampire. Chariot is good, but so is just a random 16 bucks. So we'll take 16 bucks. High card. Telescope will help us get high card. Alright. Oh, run info. Is our highest hand high card yet? It is not. It's 2 pair. But eventually it will be. Especially if we start forcing the issue. Which we will do now, right? Hell with it. High card, high card, high card. That way the telescope will make sure that we get high card in packs of cards, right? Feed into itself. Be the change you want to see in the world, right? By playing nothing but high card, we should see nothing but high card. Glass. Glass is the answer. Foil. The vampire will not eat foil. Foil is not an enhancement. It's an addition. But if we're playing high card, you know, that's a good card to get. Mime is a fantastic card. Anything that re-triggers is basically the secret sauce. Anything that re-triggers, anything that copies. So Mime, Hack, Hanging Chad, and then Blueprint and Brainstorm. You basically want to fire up re-triggers, Red Seal, fire up re-triggers, and then copy shit that's you know, re-triggering the triggering, and then put that on like a glass card, right, or a polychrome card, and then you're off to the races. Again, keep saying off to the races. I don't know why I want to go to the fucking races today. I haven't been to races in many, many years. For lack of a better way of phrasing, you know, you get the fucking. How about we'll say that? And then you get the fucking, just like that. How's that video game? Alright. So we have a tiny bit of an economy going on. Free money. No reason not to use it. We're feeding into the hand itself. Now we just need to get the packs of cards to open, right? We're looking for spectral packs of cards. We're looking for the crystal ball that will help us get the, what is it? The Omega Globe, right? So that we can get more spectral cards so we can get the legendary Joker. So 2 pair is just going to keep coming up here because that's our most commonly played hand right now. Right? We're about to cross that threshold, but we haven't done it yet. Play only one type of hand this round. Anyone guess what that hand is? That's right, high card. 7,000. Throw these diamonds out. Even if it's a lower rank, it'll be worth more. Off goes Groves Michelle. Thank you for your service. Looking forward to seeing Cavendish. Keep our eye peeled for Cavendish. And now we should have plenty of Pluto in every pack of card. Anything we can get to feed the vampire would be welcome. Sure. Fool will make us another Pluto. We'll take another Pluto. Red card, the worst card there is. Spade Joker, we could just use that in the meantime. Better than nothing. So diamonds and spades are good now. Double our money, nope. Reroll, nope. Off we go. Looking for packs of cards that are probably never going to appear. Throw out a spade. Throw out a spade. 2 more hands left. Hey, it might not be enough. Obviously, there's a straight here. We can get a straight that's going to have both diamonds and spades. It's worth less than our high card is, but we have more cards. So they'll both register. So is that going to be enough to help push us in the direction we want to go in? It is not. Alright. Then hopefully that's enough. We got diamonds, we got spades. Is that 2,000? It is. Okay. We're cutting it close here. The game's getting away from us. Hanging Chad. We have more spades than we have diamonds. We have 1 fewer diamond. I don't remember exactly how that happened. It must be when we copied that king. So we're better off getting Hanging Chad with the spades. Try to make more spades. Become a spade type thing. High Priestess, Strength, High Priestess. Neither of these does us any real good. And again, delayed gratification at a certain point in time is going to become a hindrance. We might be at that point in time right now. But only one way to find out. Okay, what's a high card with a spade worth now? Get it re-triggered as it does. 8,000. 4 of those should be enough. Do we play the flush to save our discard? Is that a good idea? Probably not. Alright, we have to burn the discards. We should have a ton of spades. I just don't know where they are right now. Like, they're just not coming out in the hand. We'll play the flush with the king. It'll help feed the vampire. It's not going to be enough. All right. And we only have 4 spades to a spade flush. But that's not going to be 8,000. I don't think it is. 14, I was wrong. All right, level up high card, and we do have to get rid of that delayed gratification. It's now on our way. So what are we going to replace it with? Odd Todd is an interesting choice. It works okay with Hanging Chad. Yeah, we're losing that 1.5 multiplier, but like it's killing us. It's not doing enough for us. I might even be willing to say the same thing for Juggler. All right, let's just try to make it through this hand alive. Odd high card. 3 is an odd high card. That's also a spade. All right, 11,000. No longer afraid to use our discards. Give us odd spades, please. That ace is the exact odd spade we're looking for. The other one's good too. We're okay for this round, but next round is going to also be a big pain in the ass. All right. Any chance we can get a skip that's worth getting? No. Neither of these are worth a damn thing. 70,000 is going to be hard for us to do, so we do have to do something here. I don't know what it'll be, but it's got to be something. We become very dependent on the ace of spades. Very, very, very dependent on the ace of spades. And then hopefully we can get the vampire up to something. I mean, we're struggling here to feed him anything. Dude's out here starving. All right, so we'll start with the 6. Give it to the vampire. All right. Now we have our ace of spades. What's that worth? 20,000. All right. So we just need to get a lot of ace of spades. Real simple. All right. What could be easier? You know, the game basically plays itself at that point. Arcana pack. Emperor Fool creates an additional level up the high card. We'll take whatever we can get here to maybe feed to the vampire. Double our money, sure. Polychrome 3, I'm not going to ignore it. Polychrome are so powerful. Especially if you get like something like Hanging Chad, they're terrific. I'm not stupid. Magic Trick, maybe we can get some decent cards into the store. Maybe that'll help us out. Maybe I'm just like my father. Here you go. Why do we scream at each other? Okay. Feed the king, now do the ace. $20,000. I forget if the vampire will eat a stone card. It will. Okay. Alright. We need somewhat desperately to get odd spades. That ace is exactly what we want. Just gonna get away with it until, as long as it keeps giving us that ace of spades. When that stops appearing, then it'll be it for us. Hack is a fantastic card to have with this Polychrome 3. An amazing card, even. Hanging Chad and Hack would be awesome. But we'd have to have a way to copy that 3, right? If we can get multiple copies of that 3 with DNA or Cryptid or something like that, then you got yourself, that's a high score machine, right? Something like that, something like Hack, something like Hanging Chad. Right now, we don't kind of have that luxury, especially with us, you know, especially with us like boosting on spades instead of diamonds. If we had kept that diamond joker, then that's, you know, that'd be great. That'd be amazing. Wouldn't that have been nice to have it be odd and diamond? Yes. Would have been cool. Death. We'll copy the 7. We'll place over this even number because we want odd numbers anyways. We're probably better off using Empress. We'll take it. It's something. Notice this cards get by. We have to get by with what we got. So we'll make you a glass 3 because we will have to feed you to the vampire no matter what. I don't think we have 70,000 in us in it. I don't think we have it. But let's find out. Especially with no discards. Alright, so the game's going to make a fool out of me by giving me Ace of Spades. But that's fine. Worse things have happened. Alright, can we finally use these tags on anything? No, we cannot. Coming up on Cerulean Bell, 8th ante. Haven't skipped shit, because there hasn't been anything worth us skipping for. So. The game continues to amaze, right? That's what the game does. 50,000, I guess in theory we're okay for, but 100,000 we probably don't clear. But no negative jokers, no celestial packs, nothing. All right. So the Polychrome will be fun. We'll throw it. The vampire shouldn't eat that because Polychrome should be an addition, not an enhancement. All right, 30,000. $34,000 for the ace. Again, we would want hack for that one to really be meet its full potential. Standard pack of cards. Anything we can feed to the vampire would be great. Sure. That too will be nice. I don't know if we can do 100,000. I just don't know. I know I've been pessimistic this whole time, but I'm telling you what I think. All right, start with this jack. Move to this ace. These aces are at least ace. If it's not the ace we're looking for, it's at least an ace. Face, nope. Tower, Hanging Man, Justice, glass. Make the ace glass. Can't afford the mega pack. Next round. I don't think we can do 100,000. I don't think we can. So the 2 of spades, it's obviously an even card, so we want to discard it. So we'll throw all of these other not spades with it and see if we can't improve our lot in life. The ace of spades is a perfectly fine card to play. I'd rather it not be the one with the blue seal, but we don't have that luxury. We have 5 hands to do this, and each hand is worth 30,000. If it's an ace. If it's an ace. The 3 is at least an odd card. So we'll throw it out with this 2. The 3 will still be high. $60,000. That 9 we don't want. We want to discard that along with this 4. We'll say this 6. And given a choice between it being a spade or an ace is obviously better than a spade. So the ace of spades is the best one, but the ace is still better than just a regular ass spade. The 3 of diamonds we do know is worth somewhere around 30,000. So if we can trick it into selecting that, that would be great as well. 7. We'll throw out the ace of spades with it. The ace will be higher. Right? So if it selects this king, this jack, this 10, this 9, we pick the ace, and the ace is higher. Hey, we did it. Congratulations. Omeda to gozaimasu, Shinji. You piloted the Avo. All right. Is there any chance we're getting this? No. None of these blinds are... Oh. It's insanity. Fortune teller at 19 if we're playing high card. Right? So that means each spade is worth 9. Because it gets triggered twice. So 333 is 9. We're better off just taking fortune teller. And then mindfully open more packs of cards. Alright, it's the same thing for us. High Priestess, no, we want stuff to feed to the Joker. To feed to the vampire. Alright, sure, take this deuce. 20,000. All right, we got that 1 ace. $50,000. Ace. The 7, the jack, those are not odd. The 6 is not odd. The ace will still score and throw out this random 8. Still high card. All right, try to improve our situation here. No improvements to be had. Mega Celestial Pack will have high card in it, because we know that for a fact. And 2 pair. Even though we won't play it. The arm is awful right now. The arm is kind of a bastard card for us to see at the moment. Yeah, it's certainly the opposite of what we would want. All right, so we'll throw out the ace and this deuce. Get rid of the deuce. Get rid of this 10. Get rid of this king. Feed this king out. Take this 10, this 6 with you. Take this 4. Has to be played per scoring card played, so it has to score. So I gotta take this 4. Oh, it's an addition, right? I knew that. I even said that. Went on my way to point that out to myself. It's still fine. It's not a bad card to play there. Regular ass ace. Regular Celestial Pack. We just need high card. We know it's in the regular pack. We don't need the special pack for an extra $2. Yeah, I don't know how we beat this one. I don't know how it gets done, but we'll try. All right. Take the ace, the queen, the 4, the king, the jack. None of those are odd. The ace is odd and nothing else is. Yeah, it's just gonna lower the hand. There's nothing we can do about it. 50,000. If it takes the king, it'll power up the joker, but it'll be a waste of our hand. We know that 3 will do at least a little bit of damage. So we'll play the 3 out. $50,000, alright. King, 10, queen. King, 10, queen. Alright, there's the ace. We'll get the king to go with the ace, the 8 to go with it as well. The 2, leaving behind mostly odd cards. Ace. Is it still worth 50,000 now? It might not be. All right, that was brutal. Like we lost a lot of our power there. All right, so if we can make it to the negative, then we could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 free negative jokers. All we got to do is survive. What could be simpler? Arcana pack, Emperor, 100%. Whenever you have Fortune Teller, you'd rather get multiple tarot cards. It's just simple enough. But I don't think we're gonna do 500,000 or anything close to it. So we'll use the Emperor real quick here. Get him here. I mean, we actually would have to do 1.1 million. It's not even just getting... It's got... yeah, you gotta get past the serpent. It's a bad run. There's nothing we can do about it. Boy, they really want to give us star cards, huh? There's nothing we can do about it. It's just a bad run. Like, giving us nothing but even cards here, right? Kind of a dick move. No, we're not doing this. We're not doing anything close to this. It's just the randomness of the game, right? Like, the game can be capricious at times. Like it's being right now. Basically giving us not a single thing worth actually skipping the entire game. Alright, next run. We skipped once to get that polychrome, right? And that was it. And those polychromes were fucking beat. They were bad polychromes the whole time. Let's find something worthwhile here. Nope. +3 hand size. Not interested. Extra voucher. Packs are free. Hunt for the heart flush. For the club flush. Oh. Did I say clubs? I meant spades. And then one more hand to get us out of here alive. What you got? The 10s and the 9s would be worth 32. All right. Let's see what's in our free packs of cards. Clearance sale. Sure. We'll take Reroll the Clown. We'll take Hallucination now because we're going to open these packs of cards anyways. The Devil's an okay card. Square Joker we can get by with. We can make him work. This enhanced to 8 will be good. We'll take our free reroll even though we don't have any money. There's no reason not to. Yeah. Alright, Wheel of Fortune. Didn't think so. Oh, here's also the negative again, right? After we could have maybe really used it. Sure. Now it comes up. Play exactly 4 cards to appease the Square Joker. High card is easy to do that with. So it's just throwing out a pair. Two pair obviously is the best version of that, right? But I don't know that we'll clear at this rate, so we gotta buckle down here and start looking for a flush. All right, so what are we leaving ourselves? We're better off leaving the connected. All right, so if we play this straight, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, we'll have 3 hearts remaining with 6 hearts still in the deck. That's probably going to be easier for us. We'll take that. That's probably the better hand to play. Now what do we do with that? The 2 pair is not going to be worth 300. Well, we just didn't get the hearts we needed. It is what it is. Struggling. We'll take the extra double tag. We'll play through this to see what we can get out of the shop. Before the first boss, 2 pairs, jacks or better, will usually let you limp over the finish line. Usually. Not always, but usually. Full houses go a long way, too. If you can get them. Alright, what can we get out of the shop? Fucking nothing. So you always get a buffoon pack in the shop the first time the shop comes up. Always, every time. Obelisk, I think, is a bad card. I'm not gonna pick it up. Runner is also a bit of a challenge to use. If you have 4 fingers and shortcut, then hey, he's a little bit better. But to need 2 other jokers to really ramp him up, I don't know. I personally don't feel like it's worth it. So we're looking for clubs. More than enough. More than adequate. Alright. So what are we getting into here? Voucher, no. Uncommon, no. Right? We want packs of cards. We'll also make a concession for negative jokers because that'll just keep us alive longer. Fool. Obviously, we can't use a Fool right now. Chariot. Hierophant. Yeah, there's 1 club up here. So not a lot to work with. Level up the 2 pair. No, nothing great. Obviously, we got to chase the club flush, even though there's more diamonds. That's what discards are for. Just blindly go after the club flush, and then it'll be more than 800. We don't get paid on discards at this ante, so what does it matter? All right. We do need to improve our situation here, though. This is not an okay place to be in. Even Steven is good. Splash is actually really good as well if you start playing high card, because you always get like a 3 malt for every club you throw out there, even if it's not really part of the hand. You just throw an additional club out there, right? You just throw it out there. That's an additional little boost. Where we are right now, probably even Steven is a better plan. You know, I'm not going to act like that's a cert, but it probably is a better idea. Jolly Joker for a pair, we'll take it as well. Just because I think these don't necessarily play great together, but they're not bad. They're not adversarial. They're not going in the opposite direction. They're just not quite synergizing. At this level, there's not going to be a lot of pairs that we have that are also clubs, right? It's not going to be both. It's just going to be like one or the other. Focusing on our even cards when possible, and then your highest cards, we will construct a flush. Throw it through, right? So we can kind of, we can fight with what we got here. We can kind of do all right. Negative smiley face for $9. It's a negative card, so sure. And anytime you're playing around with things like Even Steven, Gluttonous Joker, anything that goes when it's scored, then you always want to look for Hanging Chad, Hack, that sort of stuff, because that's where stuff really starts to feed into itself, right? Start to make good gains. Play only one type of hand this round. Traditionally speaking, when you see that, the first thought in your head should be high card, because you'll always have at least a high card. So let's try to put ourselves in a position to succeed with that. So the queen is not an even number, but it is a face, right? So 4 and 5, it's a negative joker. It basically makes it so any even card and any face card will go through with a +4. And it's a hanging chat, will go through multiple times. And it's a club, so in it goes. What's it worth to you, video game? 800. Do it again. All right. We don't necessarily want to add spades to the mix. That doesn't do much for us. And golden joker, no. A negative golden joker, sure, but regular golden joker, no. Between sun and star and judgment, a random joker. Odd Todd. So we have even Steven and Odd Todd. It's an interesting lineup. Not ideal. Creep on it. Ideally, you want the first card that we're playing, if we're playing out multiple cards, to meet multiple of these criteria, right? So a face and a club, or even in the club, right? Like, right? Something like that. Arcana pack. Chariot, I guess. All right. The pair of 10s. It's a pair. Put the 10 first. He's a club. Right? Two pair? Two pair contains a pair? The club first, 7s and 6s. the Club Joker and the same thing with Jolly Joker, we don't need those. Certainly not if Brainstorm is here. Brainstorm means a lot more to us than he ever would. So we'll go ahead and abandon Gluttonous Joker for Brainstorm. Brainstorm doesn't work fantastic with any of these, right? It'll at least play well with Hanging Chad, but Brainstorm or Blueprint and Hanging Chad together it's a powerful combo. It can take you places. The rest of these pieces need figured out. But Brainstorm and Blueprint are huge, huge, huge cards. Alright. Cardomancer works good with Brainstorm as well. You can get a shitload of tarot cards. So we'll probably take him to start. And then we'll have to just keep moving our jokers around. So all of the polychromes would be neat, but we'll hold out for the negative ones. Or again, packs of cards, which we haven't seen one spectral pack since we've been here. Not one. We've leveled up 2 pairs, the only thing we've really leveled up. So switching stuff to clubs doesn't really matter. Make the Jack. We'll get back to it. We'll get back to you, Jack. We'll let you know what we're doing here after we figure out what our second pair is. Don't want to play that 5. We haven't seen a king. We haven't seen a queen. We have a bunch of 9s remaining. We only have 2 6s remaining. We have no 5s remaining, so we want to get rid of that 5. Or 1 5 remaining, I should say. Alright. So the Jack. You can be glass. And then he'll go after all of the face cards have gone through. And we'll re-trigger the Hanging Chad. So this king will go through a bunch of times for the smiley face. There it goes. What's that worth? All right, 17,000. It's okay. It's a start. Nothing here looks good. It's like, what do you want for dinner? Nothing. So free money. Hierophant? I guess we'll get some bonus cards here. I guess. Like none of them are really that good. Sure, we'll take the 7. Hanged Man does us 0 good here. The tower isn't much better. So we'll take the money. Alright. Throw away random cards. We'll throw out the aces to start. Kings and jacks. We'll pull out the straight. The straight will be fine. This isn't a fantastic arrangement of jokers at all. Let's see if we can't do something about this. The answer is no. No, we can't. No, none of these are good. None of those are what we want. How about you? We can get really into face cards instead of odd cards, because this will do both the plus malt and the chips. Let's see if that's a good idea or not. It might not be. Alright. Emperor. Moon doesn't do us any good right now, so we're not that worried about it. Emperor does do us a lot of good. We always like the Emperor. Lovers. We'll save the Devil for the end, but the Hook throws away random cards. You have no way of controlling what stays behind. So, it's kind of a pain in the ass. We are going to run our Hanging Chad multiple times with our face cards and our 10. Right? We are better off doing that. Yeah, we are doing better off doing the face card multiple times. And we'll see what it leaves us with. All right, the 7 and the 6. Oh, not that we need it. Not that we needed it. The Arcana pack will... It's not going to have the Spectral cards in it yet, because we don't have Omega Globe, so... It doesn't quite do what we need it to do yet. So let's use these. Use the Devil. Use Lovers on whatever. Face cards. Even cards. Justice face card. Nothing else we want. Wheel of Fortune could be good if something comes up. Nope, of course not. Why would it? Face cards. Use the Empress. Full House. And yeah, the Malt King is as good as any other one to start with. Right? That one's fine. Always makes sense to copy the Hanging Chad, right? Because there's no reason to copy Scary Face or Smiley Face because they trigger when the card gets played automatically. You're better off getting both of these by re-triggering the card versus just getting extra malt or extra chips. Maybe goes without saying, but I'll still say it anyways. You know, stating the obvious. It's always been a strong suit of mine. Wheel of Fortune. We'll take it. We'll take it. It's not much, but we'll take it. Give us our best looking face card, I guess. High Priestess Lovers. Sure. Level up whatever we can level up here. Throw out this 2-pair. Oh, it's not 2-pair. Dumbass. That doesn't really matter. It's not a big deal. Throw out our Full House. Even cards when possible on the full houses and the pairs. And that 2-pair. Et voila. Alright. Spectral pack. The first spectral pack we've seen today. At least I think it has been. And none of these are good. Well, we can briefly stop and talk about strategy, though. In theory, right, the best thing we could do when presented with such a situation would be to sell everything except for Brainstorm. And then come up with 2 copies of Brainstorm. But we have nothing to bounce up against it, right? Where we are right now, it's not going to do us any good. But under normal circumstances, that's what you would want to do, right? And then you could really start getting into some real hijinks by using multiple copies of Brainstorm. Same thing with Blueprint, multiple copies of Blueprint. take the enhanced face cards. Right. Enhanced face card. Start with 0 discards. Ah, I forgot to move him. Start with 0 discards. Do our best to survive here. And we will be best served by throwing out all of this junk. It'll be a pair. It's not going to be worth anything. We'll throw out this 10 high. So at least even Steven will register multiple times, right? Let's see if we can't get ourselves a pair of face cards. 2 pairs of face cards will work. Okay. And we are better off probably having the bonus chips. Let's go ahead and use this glass card while we're at it, because this might be our one shot to do this. So let's try to make it our best shot. Having this go through 5 times, right, would be what, 4, right? 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. First is yeah, I think that actually is the right thing to do now. We're at a level where it's worth doing that. Yep. We're at a level where it's worth doing it now. Kind of a waste of money, but do we see anything we need? No, nothing. Nothing. What about you? Anything decent? Baseball card is an amazing card. What do we have that's uncommon? Cartomancer, and that's it. In theory, we could swap out Even Steven for uncommon baseball card, and then move Cartomancer all the way over to the right, and then that becomes a 1.5. But that's it. Nothing else here is uncommon. So that's not going to do us a ton of good. But baseball card is amazing. It's always a great card. You can't copy him with Brainstorm. But it helps a ton. So we're just going to ignore it. We love baseball card, but we're just going to ignore it. There's nothing we can do about it. Free Polychrome, free Arcana packs, the wheel. Still no negative jokers appearing, no matter what we do. Keep playing our 2 pair. There's no reason not to. Outside of the fact that we'd like to hold on to that steel card if possible. Cool. That'll be better. Full house will work well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Copy him multiple times. We're good. A full flush driven engine is not the world's greatest solution. Hack. But we can't do hack and face cards. But hack is awesome. Hack is such a good card. Especially with Ballot and Brainstorm. Just gonna pause for a moment and think. If we sell off both of them, keep Even Steven. You know what? The hell with it. I think that'll be fun. We're just gonna go with fun. Fun is what we're interested in. And now we just gotta figure out a way to power up those cards and really have them fucking launch into space. What could be easier? All right, no space. That one was negative. We got rid of. All right. Show us a powerful 2, 3, or 5. That is not a powerful 2, 3, or 5. This is where the last 2. Show us a powerful 2, 3, 4, or 5. That's not that powerful. That's really moment. All right, let's try to use all of these Arcana packs to just power the shit out of 2, 3, 4s, and 5s. Here we go. Let's do it. All right, and how do we get that done? This becomes an excellent question. So Hierophant, none of these are 2, 3, 4s, or 5. So first thing we'll do is use the Emperor. Now we'll go ahead and we'll use Wheel of Fortune. Doesn't do us any good. Next one up. Next man up, always. Okay. Temperance for free money, sure. Lovers. Alright. Steel doesn't do us a lot of good unless it's, again, it doesn't do us a ton of good. High Priestess. But they're just not going to give us Hierophant. They're not going to give us anything to boost the cards. All right, 3. Here we go. A glass 3. We'll take it. Great. We'll take another glass card. At least it'll be something. Empress. There's a 2 here. Empress on the 2, and sure the Queen, or the 10, whatever. And then Wheel of Fortune, I guess. These are awful packs. These are not doing anything. All right, here, finally. Okay. So, Hierophant. And then lucky card. That's something. That's at least something. Make a glass 2, then duplicate his ass. Replace this odd number 9. Nothing else we want to do to it? No, there isn't. Alright, Temperance, free money. Wheel of Fortune, worth a shot. Full for another Wheel of Fortune. No, we'll do Emperor. Sell 1. Full for another Emperor. Let's see if we can't get in a better position here. Okay, so if we copy Brainstorm, Hanging Chat, I think is what we want to do. The difference between hack and Hanging Chat on this copying is minimal at best. So first thing we're going to do is collect a little bit of money. Alright, get some cash. You can be whatever you like. Full, get another Emperor. Star, we don't care. Another Emperor. Empress is good for us right now. Hermit will take the free money. And ideally we'd use Empress on a 2, 3, 4, or 5. These guys are odd cards. They're not worth nothing. But we'll go ahead and just throw them away. All right. The 4 would be okay for Empress. Maybe we'll just put it on her and be done. All right. High card we have currently at level 3, so re-trigger your ass with the 2 because it's even. So go on. Get in there. Still, Jed, how's it going? Good morning. Still no Canio. Yes, no Canio still. Actually only had 1 pack of spectral cards today. Nothing else. It's actually been kind of barren. This run isn't much better. I just pivoted last round away from doing a lot of face cards to trying to make Hack and Hanging Chad and Brainstorm work together pretty well, but we're just not really seeing the cards necessary to make that happen. So this one's kind of a wash too. We'll take a 4, and then I guess a stone card for all we care. I don't know if you saw the stream yesterday though. We did have some nice high scores, but still no Canio. Tower, no, one more reroll. Throwback, a fantastic card. We'll get rid of Cartomancer, and here we go. This is our current lineup for the moment. All right, skip to get voucher. We're not going to play cards before the pillar, so Arcana packs, but no spectrals. Yeah, we'll skip these blinds to power him up, also to buff him up and debuff the pillar. This 4 is a good card for us right now because we're going to try and score a lot of money. So how much is this worth now? I forget. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so it's worth 18 bucks. Not nothing. So in theory, a polychrome, polychrome cards would be good. Those polychrome 2, 3, 4, and 5. Polychrome glass would be amazing if we could get it to happen. We will take Overstock. We will take Planet Merchant. We will take Hieroglyph because we're playing high card. We don't need a lot of cards. Nope. Buy. Nah. Not that one. 4 and 5. We'll take that 5. Glass is what we'd actually most prefer. So we'll copy this glass too, because it's both glass and even. I'll replace this 8. It'd be nice to buy him just to sell him, but we don't have that luxury. Free Mega Buffoon pack. Free Mega Standard pack. I'm going to give up on looking for Canio here. We're just going to try to skip and make something happen here. Hiker, Blue Joker. Blue Joker over even Steven? No. Yeah, this is mostly about powering up Throwback. To get past the 210,000. 3? Glass 3? We'll take it. It's not even, but it's glass. Alright. Violet Vezel. Plan on him sticking around. Just the 2 then. Do we have another gold card we can maybe fish for? No, we don't. We got our gold cards. Okay, so it's as good as it's gonna get. High card's not even at that high of a level either. That's part of our problem at the moment. We have a myriad of problems, but that's just a small selection of them. Yeah, so even Steven goes bye-bye in favor of Fortune Teller. Even if he gets run through 5 times, that's only 20. That's 40, so easy decision. And that also makes it better so that because half of these cards are odd, right? So he's only popping on 2 and 4. Now it's 3 and 5 as well. So easy decision. Alright, they're already enhanced, so Emperor. Chariot and Hermit. We'll take the free money. Hold on to Chariot. Level up high card if we see it. We do not. Why would we? Trips, I guess. I guess trips. I guess quads, I guess. Baseball card. We don't have more. We have 2 uncommons now, but who would we get rid of? So Throwback is a 2.5, but he himself is uncommon. So we'd only have 1 uncommon at 1.5. So we're better off keeping it 2.5. There's nothing we can do about that. Baseball card keeps appearing, but it's just, it's not the run for him. It's not the time. Glass. Sure, we'll take that. All right. Keep on keeping on. There's nothing else we can do. Let's throw out anything that's not a 2, 3, 4, or 5. Anything that's not a hackable card. Hold on to those steals, though. That'll be good. This king can also be a steal. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy that. Wild card, I'd rather have it be glass than wild. Play it out. What happens? What's that worth now? With our fortune teller involved, 164,000. All right. It's a start. It's not a finish, but it is a start. The Fool to get us another glass card for the 5, yes. Now we'll use the Emperor to get more Jokers, right? Or more Arcana cards. Even at, we could have made another glass 5, but hey, we get a glass card here anyways. It's the luck of the draw, and we drew well. The 4. I do like the malts, but we'll take that 4. I was thinking about it, but I'm also trying to feed the Arcana. We're playing high card, so it's like, if we get that glass Joker, then we're going to be talking. Then it's going to be business. Sure. Negative Wrathful Spade. No reason not to. So now we prefer... Yeah, we had 2 glasses, including the 5. But we wound up with another glass card, so it's okay. I'd rather get the additional Arcana card, I believe, to try and pump him up. So it's 3 Arcana cards instead of 1. If we see a spade, we will be happy to use the spade. That is how we feel right now. If we don't see the spade, we don't think we're necessarily going to chase it. So anything that is not hackable, go away. You go away. All right, so we can fix these 4s. We'll go ahead and we'll use the star just to get him happy. Now you're better, because you weren't good before. Now you are better. And we know it's worth several $100,000. Oh, shit. Because he got slid over. My bad. Like, that wasn't enough. That's because I screwed that up. Try again. That's more like it. Got to be mindful of keeping hanging chat all the way to the left. Could have been worse. Again, baseball card. Like, I love that card. I love DNA. DNA is an amazing card. So DNA in Blueprint, or in this case, Brainstorm, lets you generate the shit out of cards. But we'd have to get rid of something. It would have to either be Fortune Teller, which is 54, or Throwback, which is actually doing our X-Malt, which is by itself very valuable. But this will let us just basically manufacture glass cards. Right? 2 4s and 5s out the ass. Yeah, neither of those is terrific right now. If we had something like a polychrome glass card, then you don't really need Jokers as much with those. Those guys take care of themselves. So I love getting Brainstorm and DNA. I love it when those 2 things happen together. But just because I want that to happen doesn't mean that it's the right thing to happen right now. And they're just not going to give us fucking Pluto to get high cards. So we might have to start playing pairs. If we got to play pairs, we'll play pairs. It's not a big deal. It's not that much of a difference for us. Right, free money. No reason not to take it. Help power up Fortune Teller. Neither of those are 2s or 5s. Help power up Fortune Teller. Stuntman is fun and all. And I think borderline Mimi, but we're not gonna use him right now. All right, so Hanging Chad is disabled. That's perfectly fine. We'll make do with that. If you're not a hackable card, go away. Or Steel. Steel can hang around. Steel has utility. This Jack, you can go ahead and you can be Steel for us as well. So we're better off copying Hack now since we can't copy Hanging Chad. It's at least something. Why not pick up the other voucher? It was probably an option. I probably should have considered it. And yep, we'll just go ahead and we'll play you out like this. Where are pairs at now? Pairs are a little bit better than high card, but not terribly so. All right, now Brainstorm is disabled. That's not a big deal. We will survive. We'll use some discards here. Get you guys out of my hand. Play the 4s. Because that's a spade. And then you can also be... All right, 104,000. Omedetou gozaimasu. Shinji, we piloted the Ava. Hooray. All right, now the real game begins. Yes, we'll go ahead and we'll drop down an ante for a discard. That is perfectly fine. We will take death because it'll help us clone cards. We will use neither of you guys. We keep opening the packs like somehow hoping there's going to be like a negative card in there. I don't foresee that happening for us. Paradolia. One more. Nope. The deuce. Next round. Skipping does us no good. Voucher does us no good. Serpent is an easy one to clear, so this shouldn't be a big deal for us. Throw away all of our non-important cards. Chrome can stay. Steel can stay. This 6. Congratulations, you're now this deuce. A very, very lucky thing for you there. We'll play the pair out. Broken glass everywhere. Fool we will take. We might not use him right now. Glass is good for us, but we might be able to do better. Might is the operative word. It isn't, so we'll go ahead and use him real quick. And we'll go ahead and use Hermit right now. Can we level up high card? That'd be great. No, why would we? Why would we? Throw out anything that we don't want to have handy. We're going to probably copy this 5. We'll just do that right now and be done with it. Gang of 4s. Well, what the hell? That's fun. Let's do that. We have 57 bucks. How much are we going to have on the other side of this? Let's find out. $81. Free $34 or $324. You know, we're not going to say no to that. What do we have here? 2 pairs higher than 3 of a kind. We're going to play 3 of a kind anyways. Broken glass. That broken glass Joker would be nice to see right now if we could come up with him. Yeah. Wishing for one individual Joker, though, usually doesn't work. We'll take a free death. We will take the Hermit, but only after we copy... let's copy this glass 3. Now we'll take the Hermit. Alright. Use some rerolls. Try to get something better here. Fine, we'll level up trips because they're not going to give us high card ever. We'll level up pair. Something's got to give here. There's high card. Thank you. Pair. Sure. None of the above. Free glass card. Next round. Serpent is easy to deal with. Just play him at his own game. Discard 1 card. Draw 3. Discard 1 card. Draw 3. Discard 1 card. Draw 3. And now just make your hand out of what you got. Not a lot of hackable cards here. Not a lot. The 7 is an interesting play here to try to get the money out of it. Because it will trigger like 6 times. So that might be a way to use a pseudo discard. Is to play out the 7s, the 6s, and the stone card. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm not worried about getting 100,000. Let's see if we can't manipulate things a little bit. I thought it would go more than that. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. Always grab grabber. Grabber is the best hand. Astronomer, no. I don't think there's going to be anything in here. I keep opening the buffoon packs, expecting I'm going to get something that's going to be better than what we have up here. Like Glass Joker, but it's not going to be in there. I should probably stop doing it. It's probably a waste of money. It's probably a waste of money. So the 4 is, we can make him glass, right? That'll be useful. Assuming it survives. It served its purpose. Alright, level up trips. Because we might wind up playing trips. Unavoidable at this juncture. High card. You keep showing us Planet X. Like, you know, we're gonna take high card over time. More glass. More glass. 66. Vagabond. The best card ever to play along with Fortune Teller. But I don't see us replacing what we currently got. So, thank you, Vagabond, but we can't use you right now. I do love Vagabond, though. It is a fantastic card. This 10, you can go ahead and be steel. Alright, out we go. A little bit of free money. 2 pair. Can of pack. Soul! Okay. So, we now have an opportunity to set out what we wanted to do. To set out what we wanted to do. To do what we set out to do in the first damn place. And that is, can we get Canio? Alright, so everything else takes a back seat. Yeah, who gets the axe? I think right now we're just going to get rid of throwback and accept the fact that this run is over if we don't get Canio, right? The point of, if you look, I'm going to try to do it right this time. If you look, why can't I ever do this? There. If you're watching, right? There's more people watching. If you look, we're here to unlock Canio. So nothing else matters, like a Metallica song. So we'll sell off throwback. And do we get Canio? Shit caught. Who we got last time? Who we got last time? What more can I say? Like a Jay-Z song. Yeah. So yeah. It doesn't matter. we'll just here sell him. I'll take a double tag over him. Look at my jokers. Look, yeah, I had an additional one. Yep. It's brutal. We'll take a death. We'll use the hermit. Take another reroll. Hey, what do you know? Now we also like diamonds. Like I said, this run is all but over anyways. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Copy the 3 and try to hold on to it for the blue seal. Right, we'll play out these 4s. It's a diamond 4, so it's going to make everyone happy here. And the arm's going to decrease our level. There's nothing we can do about it. Right? There's nothing we can do about it. Wanted to copy him. I gotta stop doing that. That's just irresponsible use of Hanging Chad. Alright. Use a discard. We basically out of glass. I gotta use that glass 5. There you go. That sucks. We just got this leveled up. Come on, video game. Oh, we're gonna like go down 4 levels. I'm just desperately trying to go up 2. Yep. One more discard. We'll use this deuce. The 3 isn't gonna make that much of a difference. So either we. Ah. That's fine. That ends the run. I mean, we were... I don't want to say we were, like, kamikazing, but we knew that opening that soul was going to break what little synergy we had. Right? We didn't have a lot... The Hanging Chad, yeah. If I had been more responsible for where I put Hanging Chad, that's 100%. That's 100% user error. But even if we got past that, I don't think we got that next level in us. I mean, even things were perfect, we're not going to do like 700 or whatever it was. It just is what it is. So we'll do one last more quick run. We'll try to do a speed thing through here. See if we can't see any packs of cards. But yeah, if you made me guess, it seems like the journey will continue. Going to see everything except for Canio. Yeah. There was a user in the chat. A user. There was a person in the chat yesterday, who I guess cleared the collection after I think like 50 or 60 hours. So I'm like 3 times the amount of time in, and I just can't catch a break. As far as, you know, there's skill. Like there's certainly a skill to it, but like that's just random cards. Walkie-talkie is awful, but ice cream cone melts, right? 4s and 10s and 4s and 10s. So in theory, we should hold on to the 4s and 10s. Can we improve our 4 and 10 situation? We got our 4, so the aces and the 4s, and then the 10 will probably get pitched. No, we kept the 10. Congratulations, us. Hooray, even. Yeah. I didn't even notice a straight flush. Didn't even notice it. Judgment right now. Popcorn. They're intentionally giving us, like, shitty jokers. Splash will help us play 4s, though. Not that we need it on the straight. Banana. Try to get him Rose Michelle to pop so we can get Cavendish. We'll just play it straight now and be done with it. No soul. I don't think I've ever seen soul this early anyways. Super Ultra Mega Pokemon E, good evening. Guten Abend, in your case. 4 a.m.? No. I'm East Coast of the States, so it's 8 a.m. So I'm good. People in California, you know, we're a few hours ahead of it. Sell a Joker for the pack? Yeah. I mean, I'll sell popcorn. Right? Soul? Do we see soul? We do not see soul. Keep on steel cards. Yeah, Super Ultra Mega Pokemon E. You've missed a lot of not very good cards being played. It's been better. Play the 10s. Here we go. You're on a motorcycle lessons. It's raining cats and dogs. Okay, so for a second there, I thought you were... Yeah, obviously you won't be on your motorcycle while it's raining and watching / chatting on Twitch. Well, I do appreciate when people chat. If that is the case, please feel free to watch the VOD on my backup YouTube channel that you'll see at the top as well. We lost like a shitload of videos. The banana is gone, yes, so that means with Gross Michelle being gone, we now have the opportunity to catch Cavendish, which is actually worth having. I don't know what lesson the game is trying to teach us by doing that, but you gotta lose the first banana to get the second banana. I always hated Gross Michelle because I was trained on the demo, right? Where that was the only card. Right, there was no higher level of it that would make it worthwhile to get. So because of that, I never fully understood the benefit of it. Until I just started trying to collect the Jokers, and now I see. Now I see your value, Rose Michelle. Now I see your value. No. None of the above. Three packs don't do us any good. The 10, the 4, the 10, and pair of kings. Ice Cream Cone is about, you know, about at his maximum utility. It's just going to get worse and worse. We're at a point now where basically anything that generates chips is better, right? Like 3 of a kind is better than 65. So we'll take the money. Open an Arcana pack. Lean into trips when possible. It's not always possible, but we'll try. Take anything that's not a spade, make it wild so it behaves as if it's in a manner similar to a spade. Emperor, I feel it's usually Emperor, but we'll take a random Joker right now. Juggler. These are not great Jokers. These are not great Jokers. You had a run of 216, the Bull Joker. You lost that run. Yeah, it's... The Bull Joker can be really good. It's just, it seems like, especially as it goes on... how about this? Let me rephrase that. At higher stakes, it just becomes such a... You have to pay like upkeep and stuff, and everything becomes so expensive. It just becomes such a balancing act to hoard the money to keep him powered up, versus something like, you know, if you had caught Wii Joker or Square Joker early, or Hiker early. But yeah, it's such a challenge. It's not an easy thing to contend with. That's it? God damn, that's not worth nothing. Alright. How many 10s do I got left? 2 of them. Alright, there's our trips. Play a full house wall, right? Because it has trips in it. So there you go, game. Be happy. This is brutal. Alright. Spectral Pack Soul? No Soul. Immolate. So, in theory, there's some synergy here between the 10 and the foil polychrome. If it actually does... but not really. Yeah, we'll sell Card Sharp. We'll sell Juggler. Buy Card Sharp is at least something. Yeah, Spectral Track has to be a soul. Yeah. Oops, sorry. Where are we at here? Two tens. Two pair. We'll throw the ace out there as well. So at least it's a spade. So throw out our pair. Throw out our another pair. Get a spade in there, and Card Sharp should trigger, and that should be good. Random cards. Shit, not high enough. Alright, what's our next pair then? The sevens. 6, 3, and the jack. Just throwing things that Card Sharp will like. Flush, no. Mega Arcana. No, we can't afford it anyways. Next round. Speed run in here. Missing a 6 from our straight. Do have a 4 and do have a 10, so we should push for trips 4 or trips 10. 2 10s. They're just never going to give it to us. All right. All the spades go out as well, and the 4. Ugh. This run is already painful. This run's already painful. But that's fine. All good things must come to an end, even really bad runs. The quads. That 10 will go out. The pair of 2s, that'll be more than enough. But this run is about... It's about beat. Brainstorm, yes. So we'll sell off Walkie Talkie, the hell with him, buy Brainstorm. That alone is not going to do anything for us. So we have to offload you and offload Splash. Spectral Pack, what can we do? Alright. Alright. Well, that's it for the run. That's it for the run. It's already over. Play out high card or a pair of queens. Play out a pair again. Tripling up. It's just bad. It's just bad. This run is over. This run is over! This run is over. We'll just see it through and call it quits. All right, so that's the... That run was bad, but that's fine. All right, so again, we're still looking for our last Joker, Canio. When will we find him? Who knows? We've seen Chico like 3 times now. He keeps appearing. He keeps turning up like a bad penny. Like a Malfeasting. I don't know what to do with him. It's a nightmare. And we didn't really accomplish much of anything, if I'm being completely honest, right? So nothing new, no accomplishments, no nothing for today. But we'll keep trying. We'll get the last Joker if it kills all of us together at once. And at the rate we're going, it probably will. I was hoping it would have like the number of total hands we've seen, but we've definitely blown our what little streak we've had. But we'll continue to try. We'll pick it up again tomorrow. As I keep mentioning, or at least keep threatening, I will probably switch to another game sooner than later. I would like to get Canio before I start playing something else. I would love to kind of, you know, do that one thing and then transition to the next thing. So yeah, we'll see if that's actually plausible. As far as what I will play next, whether it's subsequent to Canio or whether I sneak something in before for the sake of my sanity, I'm always open to suggestions. I did just pick up Animal Well. I've played exactly none of it. I've read a little bit about it and decided I want to learn about it. So most of the games these days I play blind. Like, I don't know anything about it. I just sort of hop in and then start exploring. For example, I wish I had streamed myself playing Tears of the Kingdom, because I played all of Breath of the Wild and I watched nothing about Tears of the Kingdom. And so I thought, like, oh, they took out the paraglider and now you got to build stuff. Okay. So I went like 30, 40 hours into that game without the paraglider. Just like making do with traversal. And in retrospect, I wish I'd recorded it because it was extreme. Like, I'm riding dragons and shit without a paraglider. Like, just aiming for water. It would have been fascinating. I also have Angler Quests that I got that I thought looked pretty good. So if you guys, whoever in the chat, if there's anything you think of that you'd like to see me stream other than Balatro, let me know. It's partially about what I want to play, but partially about what you guys want to watch. If it's a situation where I'm playing something that no one has any interest in watching, I probably won't do it, right? If it's just like only one dude wants to watch and I want to play, that's probably enough. But we'll wrap up on that note. If you're watching, I'd like to thank you for watching. I greatly appreciate that. And if you weren't watching, I'd like to thank you for not watching. It means a lot to me when people leave me the fuck alone. Big shout out to Jed and Super Ultra Mega Pokemon E for talking in the chat. If you're ever watching and want to chat in the chat, I'd appreciate it. Twitch seems to like that for some reason. Also, the Twitch viewer numbers lie. Very often I'll peek down and see like, oh, there's 5 people in the chat, and I'll hop out. And there was actually 10 at one point in time. So don't be afraid to put anything in chat because it seems to give a shit. So on that note, I'd like to wish everyone a good day. Peace out and deuces.